Hello, so in today's video we are going to be doing a fun one. This is my second one like this, whereas we're asking the question, who has a crush on you? The last reading that I did that had the same title, like the same thing. What's really fun, a lot of really interesting collectives came through, so this is what I'm gonna do today. I don't know, this week feels very lovey-dovey. Yesterday I did the how they feel about you and it was wonderful. So I kind of just, I want to stay in that energy. All right, so um, we have 5 piles because I want to give options because you know, like it's a fun topic. Anyways, everything is pre-shuffled. I already pre-picked the tarot. Everything has a little bit, but I'm not going to go into it in the intro because I'm going to be mentioning it in the actual piles anyways. But every card has specific meaning. I was asking specific questions, I should say. So that's, you're going to see, we're going to be looking very much into like the person's characteristics, how you met them, where you met them, and then we're going to look at a message from them, and also kind of like what your relationship, even if there's no relationship per se, but you know, your encounter with each other, your the fact that you know each other, and you know, the fact that they like you, and what kind of lesson comes along with that. Okay, so first of all, we have again 5 piles. Pile 1, it's going to be bloodstone. Pile 2 is howlite. Pile 3 is flower agate, and it's a little skull. Pile 4 is desert rose. And pile 5 is malachite. So yeah, you guys go ahead and choose your piles, and I'll see you in your reading to look into who has a crush on you, okay? So I'll see you there. Alrighty, pile 1. If you picked this little bloodstone, this is going to be your reading. Just gonna leave it over here next to the carnelian. So, pile 1. Let's get into your reading. Let's see who has a crush on you. If you missed the intro, that's okay. I was talking about how every single card that I already pre-shuffled and picked kind of has a specific question attached to it. So we are first going to start with a major arcana card to see how your person is being represented. We're first going to be looking at who this person is so that you can have like an idea. And if it doesn't sound like someone you know, kind of maybe not your reading, maybe you want to pick another pile, because uh, you know, it's not that you know that this person has a crush on you, but you should know who they are, is what I'm trying to say. There's no secret admirer kind of thing here. That's not my intention with this reading. So all right, let's see how your person's being represented. Ooh, strength, I like that. Okay, definitely Leo vibes right away, right? Obviously, that's just the most obvious thing. But your person seems to be also like very gentle, very caring, also very grounded, it seems. Because everything, it's like the flower crown here. I never realized how like this actually, like it's almost, it looks like it's growing. It's almost like they're part of they're very earthbound in some kind of way, but in a good way. Not necessarily in a you know, all they care about is like the the 3D stuff. It's more of, there's a balance there. It almost makes me think of the magician, as above, so below, because of the infinity on top of their head there. It makes me think of the magician as well for some reason. And the lion is just, it's just enjoying the pets, you know. It's like, so it makes me think, yeah, connection to animals, connection to Mother Earth. Very nice energy, very nice vibes coming from your person here. So these next 3 cards, I was asking, how did you meet them? Or how do you first like know of this person? So you can kind of have a clue of, okay, of who this person is. So the Fool, okay. 3 of Wands. And the 2 of Pentacles. How interesting. So you know this person from a moment in your life where you kind of ventured off into doing something new for yourself. You kind of ventured into a new adventure, if you will. Maybe you moved cities, you moved, you changed jobs. And it was, you met them at a time where you were, even though you had just moved and started this new venture, if you will, you were like at a crossroads of some kind as well. That's interesting. Or, and maybe a little bit confused regarding where you wanted to stay. Again, there's something about, you are between cities, and you're like an in-between when you met this person. And it feels recent. Feels like recently you've taken like a leap of faith in something, or to move somewhere, to start a new job, to, I don't know, head in a direction where you haven't kind of ventured to before, and you're being in an in-between of not being settled in a specific place, it seems. That's what I'm picking up from the 2 of Pentacles as well. It's almost like the 2 of Pentacles is telling me that you're like in between cities. You're like living in a certain place, but you're also thinking of moving here because it makes more sense. But at the same time, you really like where you live. But it's kind of like you're in that transition, kind of deciding phase with this card. And then these 2 kind of tell me that yes, you ventured into something new. It doesn't necessarily have to be attached to where you live. This feels like a kind of like a different aspect of all of this, right? But it's almost like you're also kind of trying to settle in some kind of way in regards to this choice that you made to follow something. That's really interesting. It could also, I'm picking up, like, just because of the Fool being the first card, for some of you, remember this is a collective reading, so this could be different messages for everybody. For some of you, it was like a concert, something attached to music, maybe like a night out or something like that. That makes sense too. A night out that turned into like an all-nighter of some kind, and you guys probably, maybe as like a friend group as well, or so. It's not, it wasn't just you alone in this person. It was like a collective thing as well. That's interesting because I even brought up collectives. But yeah, there's that thing about like making a decision, obviously, you know, but there's something about you trying to settle into something new that you're doing, or trying to settle into a place that you want to move to, or something like that. And this is when you meet this person in transition, while you're in this transition, or you met them already while you're in transition. I don't know, for some of you it could be that you haven't met them yet, but that's, again, that was not my intention with the reading. It was more of like, should be someone you know already. But anyways, yeah, that's really interesting. All right, so let's keep going. Let's see, with the next card, we're going to look at zodiac signs. So it could be the sun or the moon, just because this is Moonology Oracle. So that's why. Let's see. Wow, look at that. It's a time to release negativity. I like that. I like the Scorpion as well. And it's Scorpio. So your person could have a moon in Scorpio. I'm also hearing Venus. That's interesting. Venus in Scorpio, Moon in Scorpio, or Sun in Scorpio. Or you could be a Scorpio here too. But this really was intended more for your person. But, you know, sometimes the synchronicities or like the confirmations come in different ways for everybody. So that's really interesting. The fact that it says it's time to release negativity kind of tells me a little bit about the story that I was seeing here. It's almost like you moved because you wanted to find bliss, you wanted to find happiness, or you're that's where you're headed. That's where you're like the end all be all in a way. You're kind of just following your joy in your life and then trying to settle things as you go. And it's almost like this person, you meet them and they kind of embody what you're trying to accomplish as well, where that makes sense. I was thinking of like the magician and everybody, very grounded energy when it came to this person. You could have a crush on this person too. Maybe it just hasn't been spoken about because of the way I'm just like admiring your person for some reason. It's like they admire you, they like you, but you like them as well. That's really cute, actually. So with this next two cards, I would just want to get a little more information about them. Just want to see what comes in here for that. Time for a nap. That's interesting. I actually really like this card. And chaos and conflict 33, master teacher number. That is interesting. Okay, so you guys are definitely alike, and that's probably why this person really likes you as well. This person could also be going through the same things that you've been through here. They have gone through it and they've settled roots. They settled down where they want to be because of the grounded energy that I'm picking up with the strength card today. Or you both met each other while you both were in a transition period, and that makes sense. Well, amidst the chaos and the conflict, it's almost like the remedy to that is taking a nap. That's really interesting. That's giving me Taurus vibes as well, the nap thing. But here, this card always tells me about you guys probably connected in your dream state, or they watch you while you dream and you watch them while they dream. It's almost like energetically you guys check up on each other. That's wow. That's an intense connection there. Maybe this is why chaos and conflict also came up, because it feels like very tumultuous between you two, because there's probably a lot of sparks flying. You can't deny the connection between both of you, but it could also be that both of you are in a different state of kind of your journey, if you will, or life in general. They seem like a very stable, they have roots set. They really have, they've settled down in some kind of way. And you seem to be in a transition period. Although this person does understand that that's okay. You know, it's almost like they're looking down at you and like seeing how much you're kind of like just enjoying your life, I guess, like just going through the motions. And it's not looking down in like in a judgmental way. It's more of like understanding your wild nature. Because now I'm seeing like the lion, it could be like you in a sense where you just wild and free, and they're like, you know, not trying to tame you, but they're understanding of your nature, if you will. That's so interesting of a message just coming in. Oh my goodness. All right, the next three cards, I am very intrigued about what this is, because these are actually a message from your person. So let's see what comes in with that. Okay, Seven of Cups. Okay, Six of Swords. Okay, and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, remember this whole thing of like not knowing what to choose. Now it's coming up in this energy here too. Look at that. And the Seven of Cups, the confusion, the not knowing. And then also the Seven of Cups also leads me back to the dream state. You could both be having dreams about each other, and that's really interesting. If someone has been showing up in your dreams 100% that's this person who has a crush on you. I just have to say, because that just, it's coming up twice. I cannot ignore it. Also, it's really interesting how the Three of Wands is always, we're always saying, oh, it's waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for what you have decided to kind of like manifest in your life. And here is the Six of Swords. She's literally on a ship moving. So that's your person saying that after making a decision and moving towards what you really want in life, right? Where you decide to settle, where you decide to put down roots, quite literally, they'll be there for you. They're saying, I'll be there for you. I'll wait for you. It's what I'm hearing now. That is actually really cute. That sounds a little bit more than a crush, but you know, everything starts up with a little spark, right? I definitely do feel that your person sees a lot of potential between both of you. And they just don't, they don't just want to like, it's not a fleeting thing, is what I'm trying to say. It's something that if both of you agree to, there could be, you could set down roots, you could build together in some kind of way. This card also always, a tarot reader here on YouTube, her name is San Tarot. She always mentions how in this deck, in the Lightseers, this card reminds her of the magician. It's like a mini magician, and I totally get that. And that leads me back to your strength card, where your person was reminded, like it reminded me of, it made me think of the magician. And here he is, they are, you know, it doesn't have to be a he, but that is actually really synchronistic to me, because here is the mini magician in this deck showing up. That's wow. Also, number wise, 7 could be very significant for you guys. 7 7. Obviously the number 8 as well, because it's the strength card. Can't ignore that. And master number 33 seems to be also a big aspect of your relationship. Maybe you want to look that up, and maybe you also want to look up 767 to see what that means for you, to see what resonates there. I almost want to look it up myself, because now I'm very intrigued. Give me a second here. I am just, because I just feel like there's something there that's going to resonate with you guys. All right, let's see. All right, are you every time that I'm trying to find something, it's almost like when I cannot. All right. Here we go. So it says, angel number 767 is a message that you have been doing your light work duties, spreading your love and light to the world. The angels encourage and support you in your journey and will ensure that your monetary and material needs are met along the path. Trust your intuition and follow its direction as the angels send you guidance and positive energies. Okay. So it seems that your person admires the fact, maybe that's what's being said here in these 3 cards, the whole like you embodying the fool. You're going like on a fool's journey. You're following your intuition, following the things that you want to passionately do, what your soul is calling you to, and your person's definitely admiring that. That's probably why they have a crush on you, actually, because they see how fearlessly you just follow what you want to do. It inspires them in a way, and it also maybe confuses them sometimes, but at the end of the day, they do know that if your path cross, like, not again, because, but I feel like it could be that because of the whole moving thing. You're just doing your thing. You're doing your thing. You might not be focusing on relationships at the moment, but they're saying we could really set down some roots and grow together. All right, I want to see what the soul purpose is, because that's going to be interesting after that message. That's interesting. Yeah. Discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. That's literally what the 767 was saying. That you have the means and you have the support from the divine to accomplish anything that you want, and you're going to, quite literally. Maybe it's just, but that's interesting that that's what this relationship kind of like anchors down, if you will. And it doesn't have to be a relationship where you actively actually decide that you're going to be in a relationship with each other. It's more of just knowing this person, and this person knowing you brings up this soul lesson for both of you, actually, not just you. So that is beautiful, Part 1. Let's see. Oh, wow. Yeah, the thing is that you're headed for big things. Yeah, you have a lot of potential, Part 1. Your person knows it. Again, it inspires them. They like it. It's one of the really big things that they like about you. How transformative you are as well with the Scorpio. That's about them, like, their sign, but it also speaks about you. Maybe you have a lot of transformative energy about you. Definitely you do, because the Fool is, I feel like that's literally you there being represented. All right, leadership. Step into your leadership, share your message, inspire and empower others. That is beautiful. That's definitely, you definitely inspire and encourage others, but you definitely inspire and encourage this person as well. They feel very drawn to you because of that. It's really beautiful. I really hope that this resonated for you guys and this brought you clarity of who it is that has a crush on you. I mean, you kind of like them too, because the whole time that I'm here reading about them, I'm over here cheesing it up. So I'm sure that you not just know them, but you also like them back. It's just that you're working on yourself right now, and that's understandable. I really wish you the best, Part 1, and I hope to see you in other readings. Hello, Part 2. So if you pick the HOWLITE, this is going to be your reading. Let me get the other one out of there. All right. So, Part 2. Let's look at what your person's characteristic is like, how they're being represented. I said it in the intro, but I'll repeat it here too. Every card or every group of cards has a specific question that it's answering for me and for you. So I'll go through it as I go. So the first card is going to be a major arcana card that represents your person, so that you can kind of get a feeling or like kind of get an idea of who this is. And if this part doesn't really resonate with you, then it's probably not your pal, but you could watch regardless, okay? It's up to you to decide. Also, we won't know everything about your person until we kind of get a little bit into the reading anyways. So, first card, let's see. Temperance, okay. So this is right away Sagittarius. This is also someone who is a bit of an alchemist when it comes to the hard lessons that they've had to learn in life. They've alchemized them into empowering for themselves, healing for themselves, and others around them, not just themselves actually, but definitely everything that they have gone through, they're stronger for it. And you you will know who this person is because they don't shy away from talking about spirituality or healing. Maybe this person's very much into some kind of practice when it comes to a spiritual practice that it, or energetic something. There's something there regarding healing. Maybe there's Reiki. Maybe there is like I'm hearing aura readings. That's interesting. They're very balanced. They really like to study, enlighten themselves with different perspectives, different ways to approach healing as well. Healing is a huge thing for your person, or maybe they're in a healing journey at this moment. This is also Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a very inquisitive. So that's actually really beautiful. I like your person's vibe. I mean, it's very. I wanted to say angelic because there's literally an angel in that card, right? But it's not just angelic. It's just calming and reassuring, and like this person likes to compliment everyone. They're very giving in all aspects, right? In a balanced way, though. They don't take away from themselves, but you know, it's like they don't overextend, but they do like to give where they can, if you will, in a again in a very balanced way. That's really beautiful, actually. Very beautiful. Okay, so in these next three cards, we're going to see how you met them or how you know them. Let's just see if that resonates with you as well. The Empress. Wow. Okay. King of Cups. Okay. And the Ten of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. All right. So for some of you, what I've noticed in these readings, and I've only done the first pile, but I kind of get that like every little card here kind of gives me a specific story. Maybe because I'm reading for a collective, so that makes sense. So it started with this one. So this one's telling me that it was like a family event or something like that. So there could be a family friend or someone that a family member brought along. Doesn't have to be a friend of the family. But also this speaks about their values. This person, again, it's almost like they don't even want to address how you met. It doesn't even matter. They view you as this empress, as these, it's almost like this divine feminine energy. You're very attractive and you embody the same things that they embody, as far as healing, understanding, that giving energy of like trying to make sure that everyone's happy, the compliments, all of that. It's almost like you embody that too in your own way, and they admire that about you. This is a good indication as well that you've met this person when you were in your Empress energy and the divine feminine energy. If you are on a spiritual journey, if you resonate with being a divine feminine and resonate with, as of lately, you've been in this energy, in a very receptive, very carefree, loving, everything happens for a reason, very intuitive, very tapped in, very grounded energy, again, divine feminine energy, then you've met this person while you're embodying this. And they came across to you. This is them, quite frankly, as Temperance, but probably they came across as the King of Cups, which again kind of makes sense as well, that it's Temperance, King of Cups gives me the same vibe. And in the healing thing, in the emotional stability, emotional awareness, emotional healing, and just the emotional maturity that this person brings forth, which is why they don't shy away from complimenting others. It doesn't take away from them to celebrate other people. There's not much ego to this person. They're just very caring and nice and very loving. Also, there's something about the beach or just the ocean in general as well. You just, those are amazing cards, pal, too. Those are amazing cards. The Empress, the King of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. My goodness. Family, like literally abundance, health, which again makes me think there's a healing energy to both of you, but specifically this person. This person, whenever you think about them, you think about how gentle and nurturing they are, how kind, like forgiving. Not necessarily that they have forgiven you for anything, but it's just like that's just how they are. They're just, I don't know. I'm just picturing this person, for example, if when you've been around them or interacting with them, right? Let's say someone said, "Oh, I'm so sorry that I did this." They'll be like, "Oh no, there's nothing to apologize about. You know, everyone makes mistakes." Or it was like, I don't know. I'm just picturing. To give you a scenario, let's say you were at this house party or something. Maybe you went to their house. That's interesting. That's just coming up. Okay, maybe you are. Anyways, so you're in this gathering, and let's say someone breaks a cup, and then it's like maybe it was next to this person, or maybe something fell on them, and the other person's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry," and they're like, "No, no, no, it's okay, it's just a pair of pants," or "No, it's okay, it's like it's just a cup, we can replace it," kind of like that. That's a little bit of a snippet of something, right? But it's just to kind of give you an idea of who this person is. They're just very, very easygoing, very loving, very caring. It comes through because in everything that they do and they say, because that's their nature. It literally is at a soul level. They shine this angelic and just nice energy from within. But I have to say, you also do that for this person. They also see you in that way. I'm not just speaking about them, it's like I'm speaking about you as well. You will know who this person is because you recognize them in a sense that you have a lot of things in common as far as how you deal with others and how you deal with issues as well, or anything that comes up that could be maybe triggering or seem like an obstacle or an inconvenience. You deal with it in the same way. But I don't think you know that this person likes you in that way, actually. And you probably honestly have dismissed that kind of connection between you, because I'm not feeling that. Like in part one, I was definitely feeling how whoever I'm reading for, right, they kind of like that person back. But here it's more of like, it's a little one-sided at this moment. And I really hope that you kind of hone in into who this is, because they seem like a beautiful soul, quite literally. But I'm not here to like convince you to go out with this person or anything. All right, so let's look at what their zodiac sign could be. So for this card, it's either Sun, Moon, or Venus sign. So let's see. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. Libra is ruled by Venus, the planet of love. Makes perfect sense here. The fact that it's also the scales, and temperance is also about balance. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Your person just has a really nice vibe to them. They have a Venetian vibe. That makes sense. So yeah, there could be a Libra Sun, Moon, or Venus. That's really nice. And if anything, it speaks to how well you can balance each other out. And also, I like that this card has a win-win outcome as forecast, because you don't necessarily have to be in a relationship with this person to kind of have a win-win outcome with them, if you will. And I think they feel the same way. It's almost like just being in each other's presence is nice. That's a win in itself. If anything else happens, that's even just like it's like extra. It's like even more of a win. But very nice energy. All right, let's look a little bit more about characteristics from your person. Wow. Wow. Higher power. When I tell you, you guys are like you're a powerful collective here. I just, Here and now. Very interesting. Okay. This higher power card just like threw me for a loop. It's almost like you're both, you were meant to meet each other. It's almost like there's a very big significance to both of you knowing each other. Wow. Here and now makes me think of you both like to stay very present. So maybe even if you guys are in communication, or you kind of have talked about, this is for some of the collective, right? If you talked about, yeah, we like each other, but you know, what's going to come of this? It's almost like you haven't really like dug deep into what this could be. But it could be very beautiful, Pao, too. It could definitely be very beautiful. Just the fact that we have a higher power, the divine, involved in this whole thing. It also makes sense that the divine will be involved, the spirit will be involved here. Literally, quite literally, higher power, because of the beautiful energy that I have here. This is just amazing. Okay. Very curious. Let's look at the message from your person now. Let's see what they have to say. King of Wands, Page of Wands, and the King. Oh my goodness. Yep. This is beautiful, Pao too. Oh my gosh. They have a lot of passion for you. They love your insight. They would match you when it comes to the things that you want to pursue, and the things that light up your soul, the things that you're very passionate about. Definitely the things that you want to like jump into, if you will, the things that light up your soul. It's almost like they see that and they're like, yeah, me too. And also intellect. When it comes to intellect, when it comes to also being connected to spirit guides, no wonder higher power is here. This person is just like you. Wow. This is almost like this is you here, and this two energies is your person trying to show up, trying to tell you, hey, I'm not, the fact that we have 3 kings here, we're 1 king short of the emperor, okay? The empress is all of the queens together, and the emperor is all of the kings together. This is insane, Pao. Maybe this person hasn't come forth yet with this offer. Now this is making me think of like the Ace of Cups. They haven't come forth with this option because they see you as an empress, and they feel like they still have a little bit more growing to do. There could be an age difference between you guys as well. That's really interesting. But it's like this person's moving through their growth in a very, it's like they're acing. If this was something that was graded, if spiritual growth or just growth in general, wisdom, or it's something that's given a grade, they're acing all their classes. Like they're literally King of Cups, King of Wands, King of Swords. And even though they're not the King of Pentacles, they do have the 10 of Pentacles out here to show you that this is what they want to work towards anyways. It's like, that is incredible. That is incredible. They want like a passionate new beginning with you. A beginning in general. I don't think there's a new beginning because you guys haven't even started anything yet. But the divine is definitely here to hint at it. It's almost like maybe you've dismissed this as a possibility, Pao, or this person as a possibility for you, but you maybe should reconsider a bit. Again, that sounds, it's almost like I'm very biased compared, like I'm like here rooting for your person, but I can't help not to. This is beautiful. I just really like how they feel about you. It's refreshing. There's no, I don't see anything, and I'm not picking up on anything but a very harmonious energy when it comes to you. There's no hidden agenda. There is no, what's the word that I'm trying to say here? There's no like ulterior motives or anything like that. There's no wanting to take advantage of your nurturing, caring energy or anything. They don't want to bring you down a notch. They admire the fact that you are this empress and that you embody this energy. Not a lot of people in relationships, I mean, a healthy relationship is definitely you uplift each other, right? But a lot of the times people can be a little resentful, whoever's a little more advanced in some kind of way. And it does come across here like you are the person who could be a little bit older, a little wiser, a little more established, if you will. And they actually, that inspires your person. They're not jealous or resentful of that. And that is incredible. Okay. That is a good thing. All right. Let's look at what soul lesson you guys are going to be learning from this relationship, whether it manifests into a committed relationship or it just stays like a friendship or just knowing each other, what comes from that. Wow, look at that. Like, yeah, without a doubt, this is an amazing possibility that you have going on here. Honesty, I can always expect the truth from I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. I think the divine is telling you here to be very honest with yourself when it comes to this connection. Maybe that's also part of kind of you have to be honest with each other as far as where you want to take this as well. And I think you bring both of you will come to an agreement that's harmonious for everybody, because it's literally here. A win-win outcome is assured. So, it's in the forecast. And let's see what the advice is. I love it. More confirmation that you are literally a goddess, okay? Goddess, honor your divine feminine energy. See your inner beauty. Love every part of you. I think this is your person telling you to keep doing what you're doing. Honestly, it's like you could do no wrong, quite frankly. But not only that, it's just, you just keep being you. It's like this person could be a little shy about coming forward. I really do hope that this kind of gave you an idea of who this is. I don't think you're going to push it upon them to be like, oh, I know you like me because I saw a tarot reading. I don't think that's going to happen. But it would be funny if you do that. But this person kind of, they're not necessarily holding back per se, but they are taking their time because they're on a growth journey, on a healing journey of their own. But they're almost there, Pao too. They're almost there because we're only one king away, if you will, right? To be up to your level, which they want to be. Okay, if you're in a divine feminine energy, if you're an empress, you want an emperor. It's what you deserve. It's not even what you need to want. It's what you deserve. Not to say that this person, you probably would like them as they are right now, but they need to themselves feel not necessarily like worthy of you, but they want to be your equal. They want to bring forth the same things that you bring forth, okay? Which I feel like they're very close to doing, because your energy is just, to me, they were saying the same things, they were kind of giving me the same vibe. So that's really beautiful. Thank you so much, Baltu, for sharing this energy with me, for letting me read for you. This was an amazing, amazing reading. I just hope you guys like just get the best out of this. I also hope you kind of got a clue of who this is for you, because that was really my intention. If this confused you even more, maybe it's meant to be a surprise. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in other readings, okay? Have a good one. Hello, Pal 3. So if you picked the flower agate skull, this is going to be your reading. Pal 3, we are going to be looking into who has a crush on you. So first, every card here, or every little cluster of cards, has a specific questions, is answering, I should say, a specific question, okay? So we're going to start with a major arcana card that represents your person, or the person who has a crush on you, okay? So let's see, to kind of give you an idea. The Hierophant, nice, okay. The Hierophant. So Taurus energy, but also maybe someone that's a little hard-headed is what I'm getting, what I'm picking up here. They try to be very fair as well. And this person is definitely spiritual, definitely spiritual. They have a faith. They follow a faith of some kind. I cannot specifically tell you which one. It doesn't feel, maybe I can't tell you which one because it's kind of like they're just spiritual. You know, they follow, it's almost like they gather a little bit from everywhere and they kind of just live their life like that, in a sense of like, I'm just going to be a good person, and everything else will work itself out, if you will. um, they're also, I'm just getting that this person just, they if they actually like when they tell you that they like you or they have a crush on you, or if they have, it's not just a fleeting romance or anything. It's there. This is the card of like marriage, a committed relationship. Okay, this is not just a fling, if you will. Which if that's what you're looking for, then it's about to come in for you, if you will, when this person tells you that they like you. Maybe they already have. But if they just told you that they like you, I'm telling you, excuse me, someone like they don't want me to tell you. It's like in the background of it all, what they really want is it's a committed relationship, a deep commitment here, something very stable and meaningful. They're very deep. There's a depth to them that's, it's almost like it's unreachable. I can't really read them too much. But that's really interesting. All right, so let's see how how you and your person met, or how you know each other. Okay. 9 of Wands, 10 of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. What an interesting blend of cards here. Okay. I can kind of see why this person is keeping it very light and very surface level, even though they really want a deep commitment. It's even coming up here with the Ace of Cups. It's because you met this person after going through some very intense lessons when it came to like romantic relationships in general as well. You have certain boundaries you're not willing to bend for anybody. There's nothing wrong with that, Pal 3. They're just saying here, don't stay in the wounded mentality, okay? It's almost like it's better to just go into here where like it's all done, like it's an end of a cycle and we're starting anew. We're seeing love for the beautiful thing that it is once again. This is almost like an advice that's coming in from the divine, or this could be the state of mind that you were in when you met them. It's like you were really trying, you were moving away from the victim mentality, from having a lot of walls up, maybe not even letting anybody in, from being really hurt and healing from that, to realizing that love is worth it and that there's just beauty to be had from this energy. You were kind of like in that mental state, or in that state of your life, of your journey here. You were really trying, you were looking for better days, for, it was like the end of a really tough cycle when you met this person. They were like a breath of fresh air. They were like very light-hearted energy too. Very beautiful. This card is insanely beautiful. Even the colors and everything. It's wow. This is the Modern Witch Tarot. I did not realize how beautiful this card was until now. I'm almost mesmerized by it. I'm like enamored by the card. Okay. So you met them after a tough cycle in your life. So, and this person's being represented here by the Hierophant. So, someone that's very tapped in, spiritual, probably very intuitive as well, and they want a solid thing. That could have maybe spooked you a bit. I don't know. Or maybe it's kind of like what you need in the moment, right? And maybe I don't think anything happens for, you know, everything happens for a reason is what I'm trying to say. Like nothing happens by accident. So if you met this person after this point in your life, this probably because they were meant to spark this this it's almost like you fell in love with love again. You fell in love with um, getting to know someone again, with flirting again, with like just, it was nice. It was very nice when you met them. It almost, you almost saw it as like a gift from the divine as well, this connection. Maybe it's a friendship at the moment. It's not as committed as this person would like, but it's definitely nice to be in each other's presence, it seems. All right. So let's see what your person's zodiac sign is. So this is going to tell us what their sun, moon, or Venus sign is, okay? Look at the bigger picture. Wow. Full moon in Sagittarius. So your person could be a Sagittarius sun, moon, or Venus. But that phrase there, look at the bigger picture. It's almost like advice for this energy here. That's really interesting. That's really interesting. Maybe this person is literally in your life because they're going to help you see the bigger picture. They're going to help you close these cycles. Or it's not help you because you have to do this growth on your own, but they help in the way where their sense of commitment, of dedication, to even if this is just a very just easygoing relationship at the moment, or it's going to be, it's just very fresh, new, a new start in some kind of way. They're going to show you little by little. It's almost like they help heal these wounds that you have had because of romantic relationships in the past. That is beautiful. That's, wow. All right, let's see a little bit more about your person here. Community, definitely like that. And regeneration, yeah. It's, yeah, definitely this. This is what I was talking about, like helping you kind of get through this. This card always makes me think of a phoenix. It's like you regenerate. It's quite literally you. It's like a death but a rebirth at the same time. The fact that in the Hierophant there's 3 people, I pretty much always see it as like, you know, you, your person, and the divine, if you will, something like that. But with the community coming out here, maybe this person has a very a big sense of community, of doing things for the greater good as well. And that would make sense with the Hierophant, actually. The Hierophant also being the number 5, it's about change. It's like they bring change into your life, but in the best of ways. Maybe you've been alone for too long, and this person like introduces you to a community of some kind. Maybe a faith, actually. That's interesting too. Or it doesn't have to be, it could just be like you both can make a community because of like the likeness of the things that you want to accomplish as well. I'm hearing you definitely both look to the bigger picture in life. Maybe you approach it in different ways, but you both kind of, you're headed that way. You have that very much in common. Maybe you're meant to do something for your community. Maybe that's why both of you know of each other, or know each other and like each other, or they like you, and then eventually you're gonna like them. I feel like you do like them, but it's maybe not in as romantic of a way as they do, because they very much very committed. Okay, this is a very, I don't think they're okay with just being like, oh yeah, we can see other people and see each other. It's not like that. This person does not come across like that. They very much feel like they want something committed. They want to, if they're going to be with you, they're going to be with you, okay? But they also understand that you've been through some hardships here. And it's like they're not pushing it. They're not pushing this upon you, but they are saying, it's here if you want it. It's my offer. It's a beautiful offer, Pile 3. But also, you know, you have free will, whether you want to take this or not, because they do recognize that you're going through some kind of changes. And perhaps they are going through some changes themselves as well. Okay. Let's see what the message from your person is, okay? From this person. Queen of Wands. I like that. 5 of Cups. 3 of Pentacles. Makes me think of community. Makes me think of the Hierophant. There's 3 people. It's almost like the threats of fate, if you will. But again, there's that, this is what I was saying. The 5 of Cups literally talks about the disappointments that you probably have felt in the past. Maybe this person can kind of understand where you're coming from, because they too have experienced this, okay? But it doesn't shy them away from wanting to try again, they're saying. And it's actually really beautiful that this is how they see you. Again, they also recognize that you're passionate, you're very intuitive, you're very tapped in, you shine from within, and you want to bring a lot of light and happiness to the world. You also, again, look at the bigger picture, so that makes a lot of sense. Maybe both of you are Sagittariuses. That's interesting. I just blurred it out. That's interesting. Okay. It's almost like they want to say, work with, maybe you guys work together, or they want to work with you on something. Makes sense with the community thing here, but maybe you met this person at work as well, or maybe they like working with you, because they feel like when you guys work together, or you're like in each other's presence, or you're creating something together, you get out of this state of mind. You get out of a little bit of the sadness. They see that it lights you up. It's like the co-creation with you brings this energy in, and you step away from this pain and this hurt. You come alive, or they just see you shine. I literally have goosebumps right now. Okay. Let's see what the soul lesson is for you meeting this person and them meeting you, and hopefully, or maybe, you know, you guys having some kind of connection or relationship. Let's see what comes of that, okay? That makes a lot of sense. About 3. Service. I feel good when I can help others. Community is big for both of you. This is not just them or you. This is both of you. Sense of community, working together, co-creation. 2 step away from these energies that kind of leave you a little bit isolated, if you will. There's a big sense of having a purpose to do a service for others, to help others. Maybe with the Hierophant, I'm thinking maybe some like spiritual guidance, or excuse me, that could be confirmation. Yeah, maybe some spiritual guidance. Maybe one of you or both of you have a unique purpose when it comes to teaching others about something spiritual, or something that helped you in healing and regenerating, and like alchemizing the hardships that you've encountered in your life. But also from that comes a sense of being of service to the community, helping people out. And you want to do this together. It's like you're very passionate when you're working on something together that helps other people. Maybe that's how, definitely that could be also how you guys know of each other. That would make sense. That would make sense. It's almost like the messages are backwards here for me today. In your reading, I mean, not just today, in this reading. That's really interesting. I just feel and I see that you both have a lot of love to give, okay? And it's not just being offered to give to each other, but it's almost like in giving to each other, you can probably become like a power couple of some kind, and you can do a lot of good for the world, a lot of good for your community. For like, quite literally, you can change some people's worlds with the help that you're going to provide, the service that you're going to provide as well. Because it's just your natural state of being is feeling happy when you help other people, and that's beautiful. All right, let's see what the advice is here for you guys. That's lovely. Adventure. Dare to do things differently. Manifest your travel dreams. Move to a new location. This again speaks to me about you guys coming together and going on adventures to serve other people, to help other communities. It's like you bring this regenerative energy along with you. It's like you take it on the road and you spread the wealth, if you will. I don't know. It's really beautiful. There's a big sense of a higher calling for you guys, it seems. A higher calling to serve and help other people. And it starts with you working on yourselves, and then you working on maybe your relationship and how you want to commit to each other, and that helps you help other people. Maybe there's like some kind of relationship counseling, or that's really interesting. Yeah, my nose is itchy. I'm gonna take that as a confirmation. Maybe in you guys working on your relationship, even though you've come from a bit of broken past when it comes to love and just relationships in general, actually, that helps you help others. You get through it, and then you can help other people get through it. Quite beautiful. Very different message from the other ones up to now, but I really do. I like this one too. I like all of them. You can't pick a favorite. All right, so thank you so much, Pile 3. I really hope that this helped you and it resonated, because this one felt a little strange. It was definitely different from the other readings, but nonetheless, the message that came through, and I'm sure whoever is meant to see it will see it. So thank you so much for letting me read for you. I really hope, again, that this helped you, and I hope to see you in other readings. Just gonna clear the energy here. Hello, those of you in the in-between. Sometimes I feel like some people do watch the in-betweens, and sometimes I feel like I'm actually talking to myself, which I guess I am, but anyways, let's clear the air a bit here. Clear the energy as well, because it's part 3 was very, very interesting, very intense as well. The Hierophant and everything. Okay, anyways, all right. Hello, Pal 4. So if you picked the Desert Rose, this is going to be your reading. So we're going to be looking into who has a crush on you. And I do want to start by saying that everything here that I have pre-picked and pre-shuffled has a specific question that it is answering. So first question is, how is your person being represented here? And this is going to be a major arcana card to kind of give me a little bit of a clue of who this is, and then we'll move on through the reading, okay? All right, so let's see. The World. Ooh, gotta cover her up. The World. Wow. Your person, this person that has a crush on you, they're very powerful. Wow, they're very powerful, period. I don't have to say anything else after that. They're very, it's almost like, you know, they could be very spiritual. They have very strong spirit guides, very strong protection from the divine as well. You could sense that about them. You could sense that they're very tapped in as well. They're the World, dude. That's crazy. I wasn't expecting to see the World. All right. I don't know how I'm gonna put this up when she's a little naked. All right. I don't know. Can we put something? Oh, maybe we can do this. Let's see. All right, there we go. I'm gonna censor her with a scrunchie. Okay, she's been censored. I don't know why YouTube has a big issue now with even nudity on like tarot cards, which are not that. Anyways, all right. I'm gonna go on a tangent there, but all right. So the World. Okay, so your person is very worldly. I mean, I can't not say that. That just makes sense. They could be someone who's like an immigrant. They've moved around a couple of times in their life, not just from city to city, but actually countries. They're also, their presence is like ethereal. They're magical. They seem, again, they give that essence of being divinely protected, being very guided, very tapped into their intuition, who they are. They're very established in this world already as well. It's almost like they have, because the World is the last card in the Fool's Journey, the last card in the Major Arcana. So it makes me think of like someone that's probably a little older, some, again, very established. They've gone through, it's almost like they lived a lifetime already. They have a lot of wisdom about them. They don't necessarily have to be like at the end of their life. That's not what I'm saying, but I'm saying because of how worldly they are, they do seem like they almost like lived already for a full lifetime. That's how much wisdom they carry, or just their presence is just wow. It's dense, it's like powerful, it commands attention. This is wow. What a very huge presence. It's how it's, your person's always, it's also someone that people admire. They have strong boundaries, a strong sense of self. They know who they are, what they want, and who they are, who they want to be, everything. It's like It's like all encompassing is what I'm seeing. It's even like in the card, it just looks like that way. All right, so let's see how you know this person. That sounds incredible. How you met them or how you know them, this is what we're looking. The world again. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The fact that I have to keep covering up boobs, but oh my goodness. The world again? You guys. Pile 4. My goodness. You and your person are alike in a lot of ways, because this part always tells me a little bit about you, obviously, because it's how you met them. It's almost like you're equals. You I'm hearing you both deserve each other, and that's not in a bad way, because that usually is used in a bad way. This is in a good way. Wow. When I was saying about how your person could be an immigrant or worldly in the sense of like they have a lot of wisdom, they felt like they lived a lifetime, you could have been like, yeah, that sounds like me. It's because it sounds like you. The 10 of Cups. Oh my goodness. And the Queen of Pentacles. Wow. So you could have met this person also while traveling. You both could have met each other while traveling. You definitely, there's something about like a celebration as well, or some kind of achievement of some kind, like a party or a get together, I'm hearing. It also could have been this year that you met them, 2023. And I'm saying that because I'm focusing on the rabbit, and this year's the year of the rabbit. So that could be very significant. Doesn't have to be this year, but it feels like this year. It also feels, I have to say, because it's even depicted in this card, this feels like it's two women. That doesn't have to apply to you if you know that's not your vibe, but or just that's just not you. But for a part of this collective, it does feel like it's two women. Both of you are like falling in love with each other. I can't help but say that because that's what it feels like. It's the 10 of Cups. Come on, like quite literally. That's really beautiful. It's like both of you are very well established in who they. That's probably why I'm picking up this sense of like you're established in what you want, who you are, even when it comes to like your sexual preferences or. It's not. I don't. I'm picking up some, both of you are just very open-minded, very worldly in that sense of like, you just like who you like, but you like each other. You found each other. You both mirror each other back to each other. You're very alike. You want the same things. You're very nourishing. You're stable. Your presence, both of you, is just very grounded. And very, it's like a wish come true, wish fulfillment as well. But it does feel like you met them probably traveling, like I said, or like one of you could have traveled to the other's city or something like that. And something just came out of it. Maybe there's just something that, because with the Queen of Pentacles, I'm seeing there's just, it's like she's like very much caring for this one opportunity, this one, yeah, it feels like an opportunity actually. You like that there's this opportunity that you've had to meet each other, and the fact that you have so much in common as well. That's really interesting, and that's really beautiful. I like how the 10 of Cups is making a like a bridge. The fact that it's on a rainbow as well. Again, I can't ignore the whole representation here of two women being in love. It's like making a bridge between the world and the Queen of Pentacles. It's almost like you could also be the Queen of Pentacles in this. You're wanting the same things. You falling in love with each other, it almost like creates a bridge of like them having access to you and you having access to them. That's quite beautiful. All right, let's look at your person's zodiac sign. So this could be their sun sign or sun, moon, or Venus, okay? Full moon in Leo. Don't let your pride get in the way. Interesting message there. Okay. So it could be that you will know who this person is because you maybe clash with each other a bit because of how alike you are and the same things that you're very established in whatever it is that you feel. I feel like career-wise you have pursued or you're focusing on or you're doing. You're very established, and it's like neither of you want to give anything up, but you also realize that there's that bridge again, that message of you have to bridge in the gap because you do want to be together and like have this family, this it's a beautiful celebration of love is what I'm seeing here. So there is a need to put pride aside a bit. They could be a Leo sun, Leo moon, or a Leo Venus. So there's a lot of passion as well. Passion and love is what I'm seeing. It's just here. It's like it's almost like it's making me think of the world like a revolving thing. It's like it's almost like every time that you've encountered each other, it's always been like this, very harmonious. I think there's feelings, but they're unspoken as well. But maybe not unspoken completely, but probably a bit in the sense of it's almost like it's like, what is it? An unspoken, not rule, but an unspoken feelings for each other. Not okay, not because you're hiding it or you're hiding the fact that you like women or anything like. There's nothing like that. It's unspoken between you because it feels, it's like out of respect. Maybe one of you just recently got out of a relationship or something like that, and it's unspoken because you don't want to overstep anything. But at the same time, you're being portrayed here like you're both ready for this. And I'm sorry if this is not resonating with you. Perhaps this is not your pile. There's a lot of piles to choose from. So, and if, you know, just in case, because this feels very specific, but I have to speak it because this is what came through. Let's see a little bit about your person. Okay, breath. And building blocks. I like that. Oh, wow. 29 and 28. Consecutive numbers backwards, but still there. Building blocks. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it feels, this relationship for both of you or knowing each other feels very calm, it puts you at ease. It's felt both ways where it's like very easygoing, very natural, okay? It's a very natural connection. And with building blocks, it makes me think it fits. It makes sense, okay? But you also want to build together, and that comes up in the Ten of Cups, so that makes sense. There's a little bit of restructuring here. That's why I was saying I'm picking up on like someone just recently like getting out of something, or someone's recently single and trying to figure out how this other person kind of fits in their life, and they're realizing, hey, this has always felt very natural to me. Maybe I should give this a try. That's what I'm seeing. I also keep looking at the lion here on the full moon. Such an intense presence. Like I said, this person commands. They demand attention. It's like, it's not even on purpose. It is just their way of being. Naturally, people gravitate towards them. They have this thing about them. But again, for whoever I'm reading, you come along as the world as well. So you are probably the same. So you recognize it and it doesn't pull you off. It's like you don't see them as like an attention seeker. You just realize that they get attention just how you get attention. So there's like that understanding. That's why it could be like a very natural, easy flowing relationship, even if it's just a friendship at the moment. Very interesting. All right, so let's see what your person's message is to you. 7 of Wands, that's interesting. 6 of Cups and the Fool. Oh, this is cute. Okay. See what I was saying, like the whole waiting a bit, or not wanting to like come on too strong or something, because it feels like someone just got out of a relationship or something like that. This is almost like that. Like the 7 of Wands in this deck almost makes me think like there's one peaceful, the fact that these both are like they're they're being depicted as meditating, and I felt like this was your person, but this feels like you. So it's like maybe this person doesn't want to come on too strong. Maybe you're the one who just got out of a relationship or something like that, or I don't know. There's something there. Something about you being a little sensitive at the moment, and they don't want to just like spring this upon you, tell you, hey, I really do have a crush on you and I want to give this a try, even though there's a lot of potential here. And they see the potential, they feel the potential. They're saying, I know you from a past life. It feels like we've been together before. Just the more Cup energy that I see, the more that I realize that this is just a very genuine feeling, genuine love, okay? Even if, you don't call it love yet, or you don't see it as love yet, because love takes time to kind of develop, if you will. But it just comes from a place where you can't help but think, I really do love this person. Even if it's just a little bit right now, it feels like it's going to multiply. It's just going to be the 10 of Cups, quite literally. That it's that initial intuitive hit, if you will. And then with the Fool here and the Flower of Life underneath, it's like jump into life. It's like an invitation for you to maybe give them a chance. Start a new journey with them. It's beautiful that you're both being represented by the World, which is the end of the Fool's journey. And here, this person is saying, jump in with me. Let's start a new journey together. This is incredibly synchronistic and beautiful. Pile 4. Wow. All right, let's see what lesson you're going to be learning here, okay? Doubt. Release the need to know all the answers. That's beautiful. I like the sunflower. It leads me back to Leo. I like how synchronistic that is too. And the green makes me think of a lot of heart healing. It's like where love comes to grow, if you will. There's no doubt. You don't need to have any doubt about any of this as it pertains to this person. Or it's like this person has no doubt about you. Okay, it's like they don't need to know the answers. They want to take it step by step. I feel like, and you probably feel the same way as well, actually. Even though they feel like they're asking of a huge thing here from you, of just jumping in, give this a try, see how it goes. Let's go on an adventure, if you will. But if anything, you should. It's like you can rest assured that this offer comes from a very loving place. I like that this message reminds me of Pile 3, where it was like there's no ulterior motives. There's pile 3 or pile 2? I don't know. I'm getting them all mixed up right now, but there's just no ulterior motives. There's no hidden agendas. If anything, there's just, let's take things little by little. You know, it's almost like discovering something new, but together. Is what the message seems to be here. It's like they want to, like, even in this card, it's interesting, like growing old together. Like, obviously it's not with a pet, but you know what I mean. Like, I just think it's beautiful. It's a beautiful message. All right, let's see what the advice is here for you guys. Nature. Ground yourself. Find a sanctuary in nature. Connect to the elementals. That makes sense too, because of what this person's doing, meditating, connecting. She's on a lily pad and she's like on the pond, and this person's also meditating, trying to like stay grounded, be in their bubble. The Queen of Pentacles is a very grounded energy as well. So maybe it's high in the doubt thing. It's like how do you get away from doubt and from probably the intensity that this all kind of brings forth for you. You ground this energy. You go to nature. You tap into Mother Earth, if you will. It's almost like the message that's coming through here is, if maybe this connection poses a lot of, I don't want to say conflict, but maybe there's a lot of questions, or you just have a lot of doubts from this, because it feels like such a huge, like energetically, you both feel like you're very connected to each other, and that could be very intense, and it can be confusing, and it could be scary. It's kind of like go to nature. Maybe both of you can do this. I feel that I'm seeing the Fool like fall into this. It's like maybe both of you can kind of reconnect with each other when you connect to nature together. Okay, kind of helps you in that way to mend. Okay, there's like something about mending a bridge here, which is really interesting that message keeps coming up. I just think there's history between you as well. That could be it too. It could be that this relationship ended, or it never really truly started in the past, and now it's like things are aligning again for you guys to have an opportunity to once again be with each other, which is probably why also they're saying don't let pride get in the way. Don't let the things of the past, or the she said, he said, the whatever happened get in the way here, because you can build again. You can build again something new and something very powerful and healing and beautiful together. Wow, that's really beautiful. All of these piles have completely, like, they've been different, and they have been such a nice surprise, all of them. All right, thank you so much, pile 4. I really hope that this reading helped. It resonated. It gave you a little bit of hope and aspiration for the future, and that it makes sense that you know who this is now, or you have a good idea at least. And thank you so much for letting me read for you. I hope to see you in other readings in the future. Hello, pile 5. And the last pile. All right, so if you picked Malachite, this is going to be your reading, guys. Let's see what's going on with you, pile 5. So we're going to be looking at who has a crush on you. Every card, or every little cluster of cards, has a specific question that is going to be answering. So I'm going to start with a characteristic from your person, so we can kind of hone in into who this is for you guys. And this is going to be a major arcana card, okay? Oh, the devil. I love this card. This is my card. This is the Capricorn card. So definitely Capricorn vibes. Definitely. Oh my God, I forgot that we can have naked people. Oh, today's killing me with the nakedness. Let me censor these people here. Let's see. Let's do this. All right. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. All right. So the devil. The devil. All right. Right away, I'm getting this person definitely is into like divination of some kind. I know this is like such a weird like thing to pick up from here, but I'm just getting like someone that likes to. And if this is scaring you, like the devil card being the first card, perhaps this is not your reading. This is for very open-minded people, and the people that are gonna like this. The fact that I'm smiling through this whole thing. So definitely Capricorn vibes. Definitely someone that likes the esoteric. They like probably to do some demonology, so they work with demons. They're not afraid of shadow work. They actually like it. They live for the dark things in life, kind of they're also very passionate about the things that they like and the things that they wanna pursue, which makes sense with the Capricorn energy. Actually, they're also very funny. They have a dark humor to them. Makes sense. Yeah, that's really interesting. That's really interesting. The fact that the devil is the opposite card. Excuse me. Excuse me. The fact that the devil is the opposite card of the lovers makes me think that this person has a bit of a like a possessive jealousy thing going on. If they like you, they will let you know, but they kind of, it's not that they expect you to be with them, but they're like, how can you can't do anything better than this. I don't know. Uh, I'm picking up a little bit of toxicity, maybe for some. This is a collective reading, so okay, let's see how you met this person. I'm very intrigued. This is a character, okay? If there was ever a character in this entire pick a pile, or pick a card, it's definitely your person here. They are a character. I like also that it's almost like they lead with things that are probably undesirable or something like that. I'm hearing the lyrics. I like being ugly because then I know if they truly like me. Is that from a song? It's from a song. I just don't specifically know. It's like it's not that they like being. It's not ugly physically or ugly in the way that they are towards other or anything like that either. But they don't mind wearing, like, how people wear their hair on their sleeves. They don't mind wearing their shadows on their sleeves. They're like very open about the struggles that they have, maybe past addictions that they've had as well. They don't shy away from being very honest when it comes to that. It's almost like, yeah, they put their shadow first. They're like, here, this is truly what you're getting yourself into. However, I have a lot more to offer than this, but this is also part of me. It's very honest person here. Strength. Wow. Okay. Six of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. My goodness, a lot of major arcana. Every house has had a lot of major arcana besides the one that I specifically wanted major arcana. So I feel like you meet this person, you've met this person in passing. It feels like it's almost like in passing, because I feel like this card today is telling me in passing, like while you were kind of moving away from a place. It's reminding me a lot of pile one actually, even with the strength card. But it's when you were moving somewhere or you've moved somewhere, but then you moved somewhere else, like fate just took you on a journey here. With the Strength card, I feel like this is speaking about ego for some reason. I don't know what that's about. I know it's Leo energy, and you know that's tied in with ego, but I don't know why that's the first thing that's coming up when I pick up this card. It's almost like tied to your person. It's not necessarily about you, because usually in this part here, I'm always picking up on the energy of the person that I'm reading for, but this time around, it's almost like, you know what I was saying, that this person leads with their shadow. They lead in a very honest way, lead in the sense of like they show up very authentically, okay? Even if it's a little off-putting, they like that. They like that they are off-putting to some and intriguing to others. You know, it's almost like their way of weeding out who really likes them or who's going to actually like them for who they are, if you will. Very strong character. But again, you are also a very strong character. They see you, they are strong in their own way, but they see you as a strong character as well, actually. I think this speaks to you having certain boundaries that you are refusing to ever settle on. But how do you know them? Because this is what this part is supposed to tell me, and it's like, it's almost like you know them from like in passing. It was a very fleeting thing. Like even meeting each other was very fleeting, and it only happened a couple of times. It's almost like your path only crossed a couple of times, and it's like fate is involved, karmic justice is involved, but also fate. Maybe fate is involved in you guys meeting again. The fact that we have the Wheel of Fortune, I like that, because the Wheel of Fortune says tarot in it, T-A-R-O, and then the T kind of circles back in. So it leads me back to the whole thing of like esoteric practices or something like that. You guys could also be into the arts of working with spirit guides, ancestors, demonology as well. Maybe this person is, but you are into something else as well. But I think you both have some connection to divination of some kind, or alchemy in some kind of way. It's very interesting, Pal 5. Very interesting. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going and see what else develops here. So here I'm going to see what zodiac sign your person has. So this could be their sun, moon, or Venus. A fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. Another, the ram. Another hard-headed, very set in their ways energy. Very passionate as well. Your person is definitely passionate about everything that they pursue. It's like they don't pursue something unless they're truly passionate about it, quite frankly. So Aries is Mars energy. It's like the god of war. There's a lot of, again, it makes me think back to the devil, back to that Capricorn energy as well, where it's like there is war is bloody, but there's a reason for it. It has a purpose, but it's bloody, but it's also determined. It has to be passionate. It has to be, it's almost all of that. And it makes sense that Leo would be here too. Another fire energy, because Leo is also about following a passionate thing. This person is someone who is not afraid to go to war for who they care about, okay? They're not afraid to tap into their darkness as well, to protect that which they deem needs to be protected, okay? That is, there's a sense of like commitment and like just very strong convictions when it comes to those that this person loves and cares about. Wow. But it almost like the strength itself is being represented by a gentleness as well. It's not brute force all the time either. If it needs to get there, it will get there. If it needs to be like, it's almost like if the brute force needs to be used, okay, they will use it. But they approach this protective energy that they have in a very gentle way. Maybe this is something that they've learned along the way, and this is why they're very open and forthcoming with the things that they struggle with, because they want to let you know right away that, hey, I struggle with this and this and this and that, but this is how I've been working at it. I've been pouring a lot of love into myself and into the things that I want to pursue, and I pursue things passionately. And that could be a way that they're very honest in the sense of like, I can be very aggressive towards the things that I want to pursue and the things that I feel a lot of love for, but it's from a best of intentions, if you will. It's not, I'm not seeing any abusive things here or anything like that, but it's a very intense energy that this person carries with them. I feel like you know exactly who this is, which is probably why I'm not picking up a lot of like how you know this person. It's like right away you knew who I was talking about, which is very interesting. You guys have there's some fortune, there's something to be had from here. It's almost like you change each other's fate by coming together in some kind of way, or meeting each other has started to move the wheel of fortune here. The wheel, the karmic wheel. There's karmic justice here for you guys. Let's look a little bit into your person here. See how lovely? This is what I mean. They're a very contrasting energy. They have this fiery, this passion, this darkness, but they approach in a very peaceful way. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Very peaceful and loving way. Do you see how incredibly multifaceted this person is? It's beautiful. Start off with a dark, like heaviness, then they slowly turn into the softy that they are. It's quite beautiful. Peace and yang energy. The numbers 232 could be very significant for you guys if you want to look those up. 232, 23 as well could be significant, and obviously the number 2, but 232, it's almost like I'm seeing it like as like a house number or an apartment number or something like that. So yeah, your person is, it's almost like they want to extend an olive branch here, or they're known for that, for maybe they don't shy away from admitting when they were wrong, when they have made a mistake. They are very forthcoming with apology if they need to apologize. And they come from a very loving energy. Maybe the contrast here is that they have so much fire and so much like masculine energy, because Aries is also the emperor, and that's also ruled by Mars, so it's Mars energy. So it's like they're trying to balance their masculine and feminine energy here. And it makes sense. It makes sense that this relationship will kind of bring that out of them, actually. That's really interesting. It's almost like you also possess so much strength, but in a very nurturing way that you like tame the beast, if you will. Which they could be represented as the beast here, as the lion. But the lion is peaceful as hell. But again, doesn't shy away from protecting what they need to protect and what they love. But they can also be in a very loving and like peaceful energy as well. All right, let's see what the message from this person is to you. Okay, this very interesting character of yours. 10 of Cups. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. Look at that, the Knight of Pentacles and the 3 of Cups. Oh my gosh. I told you they're a big softie. Because it's here, 10 of Cups. Um, they want to celebrate with you. They want to build with you. They want this very harmonious energy between you. They feel like there could be a lot of love between you as well. They've almost like they've been making their mark on the world. They've been leaving little clues for you as well, it seems. They've been making their way to you. They have been making their way to you. Slowly but surely. They're not going, well, you know, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight, but for a reason. They move with purpose, okay? And this person definitely moves with purpose. Even the thing that I was saying about movement, they also know that the movement that they make is, it's almost like set in, it's supported by the divine and fate, and it's like there's, maybe they've been closing a lot of karmic cycles to eventually get to a point where they can offer you what you deserve as well. Maybe this person has told you how they feel about you, but it's been put like on hold or something. Or perhaps they haven't. They're making the way towards you to tell you, to celebrate with you. There's a sense of unity, co-creation here with the Three of Cups, but also celebration. I'm also seeing it's like your love is like written in the stars, if you will. It's quite beautiful, Pile 5. Quite beautiful. Let's look at what lesson, soul lesson, this is bringing up for you guys. Wow. I know that I am never alone. Maybe you've both have been alone for some time. And this meeting each other has, encountering each other, if you will, because it's almost like you haven't met completely. It's almost like I'm just seeing it like as little encounters here and there. But every time there's been an encounter, it's been fiery, it's been beautiful. It's been very, what is it? It's been fruitful in a certain way. It's almost like fueled you forward, both of you, into, it's like helped you move along your path in some kind of way. With the I know I'm never alone, it's probably you guys both having to get through learning a lesson in regards to abandonment issues. Definitely with the devil being here, it leads me back to kind of doing some shadow work in regards to certain aspects. Maybe both of you, you know, maybe both of you kind of, you can also kind of see yourself in this description of them, because the fact that there's two people in front of the devil there, so almost like divine counterparts, but in your own perspective way, you've both kind of have moved through the same lessons in life. And the one that you both kind of complete with each other is this loneliness, this abandonment thing. Is what I'm picking up on there. And you truly are not ever alone, Pile 5, okay? If anything, the fact that the Wheel of Fortune is here is making me think there's a lot of like divine guidance and fate looking out for this connection, and therefore looking out for both of you. And what this person wants to offer and will eventually offer to you is a very solid thing. It's nothing fleeting. It feels like it has a lot of potential. There's the 10 of Cups here. A lot of love, wish fulfillment, emotional healing, and emotional maturity that both of you bring forth for each other. And that's why you make it work, if you will. All right, let's see what the advice is here. Wow. Oh my goodness. Like one of my favorite cards in this deck. Actually, my second favorite. Magic. Make a wish. Believe in miracles. Magic surrounds you. You truly are never alone. I cannot stress that enough. Like literally, I'm saying magic, fate surrounds you. Spirit is around you all the time. Look at that. Little fairies, just miracles and magic. And also it's like you deal in magic as well. I said that, right? There's some practices here. Both of you practice some alchemy in some kind of way. You're quite literally very tapped in as well. I know it's not, maybe it's not really here in certain cards, but I feel it. This is really beautiful. This is really beautiful. About 5. Very, it's almost like very close. It's coming in. This energy is, it almost makes me think of like the 9 moving along, right? It's almost like it's ready. It's already here for you. It's so, you see how it's so zoomed in. So it's like, it's here. This energy is here for the taking. It's here for you to enjoy it. It's about to be, if anything. There's certain things that need to be very much aligned when it comes to your connection. Things need to be in certain places. Like I said, every step of the way has been grounded. It has been solid movement forward. So it makes sense that eventually when it gets to you, it's beautiful energy, undeniable magic between both of you. Thank you so much for letting me read for you, Pile 5. I really hope that this resonated with you guys and it brought you a little bit of clarity as far as who has a crush on you. This person feels like a character, quite literally. Again, I hope this resonated and it helped you, brought you clarity. And I really hope to see you in some of my next readings. So, bye-bye.